You are listening to the audio production of The New Fight for Life, Roe, Race, and a Pro-Life Commitment to Justice by Benjamin Watson with Carol Traver, published by Tyndale Momentum. This book is read by the author. For my children and my children's children. There comes a point where we need to stop just pulling people out of the river. We need to go upstream and find out why they're falling in. Desmond Tutu.
Forward by Sherilyn Holloway, founder of Pro-Black, Pro-Life. We need to talk. I first met Benjamin Watson in 2019. I was at a women's pro-life conference in New Orleans that I did not want to go to. It's not that I'm not pro-life, but I'm pro-life in a way that's different from most other pro-lifers I meet at these events. While most people I'd met in the pro-life community at the time acknowledged the connection between abortion and race, few, if any, were talking about why. As the executive director of a pregnancy center, I knew how much things like wage gap, food deserts, and disparities in the legal system, the educational system, and the housing market factor into a woman's decision when it comes to abortion. But I couldn't seem to find anyone else who was willing to address these topics, let alone talk about how we might fix them. We all valued life, and we all wanted to advocate for those who couldn't speak up for themselves. We just had different ideas about what that looked like. And because of our differences, I often felt like I was on the outside looking in. The general approach was more targeted, focusing almost exclusively on protecting and defending the baby in the womb. And while I agree with that wholeheartedly, for me, being pro-life also means providing justice for the baby's mother, the baby's father, and, for that matter, everyone else who is made in the image of God, from the womb to the tomb, in all areas of life. Often, when I spoke at gatherings like this, I was told that I was diluting the message. But as a Black woman who has endured the emotional upheaval of 2 abortion decisions myself, I have a different vantage point. It's not enough simply to convince a young woman to keep her baby. We also have to make sure that woman has the ongoing financial and emotional support she needs to parent her child successfully. Many women mistakenly believe that they have no other option besides abortion because they think that they can't afford to raise a child, or that they won't be able to finish school, or that they won't be able to pay for childcare so they can work. A more holistic approach goes beyond just convincing them to keep their babies and helps them knock down the barriers that make them consider abortion in the first place. For example, there are organizations that provide mothers with diapers, baby wipes, clothes, formula, and other necessary supplies free of charge. Many high schools offer GED programs. Many college campuses offer married family housing, and some other companies help employees pay for daycare. There are grants, scholarships, and local faith-based and government-assisted programs that help vulnerable women and children get the help they need. Overturning Roe made the right to an abortion unconstitutional. But when women are provided with options so they no longer feel as though they have to give up their child, they can get to a place where they see their pregnancy not as the end of the world, but as a new beginning. Only then will abortion be, as Benjamin says, unthinkable and unnecessary. With all these options in play, not only does a woman not have to choose abortion, but why would she? As I made my way through the convention center that morning, I was anxious to find Destiny, the friend who had convinced me to come in the first place. "Where are you?" I texted her. A few seconds later, she responded, "I'm doing an interview." That made sense. Destiny was a rock star at events like this. Her organization, New Wave Feminists, had been featured in newspapers, magazines, and news shows across the nation. Someone always wanted to speak with her. "They want to talk to you next." Now that made no sense. Why would anyone want to talk to me? "Very funny," I texted back. "Just let me know when you're done." "I'm serious," she replied. "They really want to talk to you." I craned my neck to see over the crowd, looking for Destiny's trademark purple hair. I found her standing in the lobby, talking to a man I didn't recognize. As soon as I approached, he introduced himself as Jason Jones. "If you're available at 1:30, he said, "I'd like you to be interviewed by Benjamin Watson." As an Ohio native and a lifelong Browns fan, I knew who Benjamin Watson was. What he was doing there and why he wanted to talk with me, I had no idea.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?